Hello, my angels. This is your girl Sim, back with another episode of the Sim Squad. Hi. Now, this is the final episode of my vanilla marathon of perfumes, and I have another 5 perfumes for you, which are again vanilla. Why am I sounding so tired? Because I did back-to-back filming of, this is my fourth long, and fourth short will follow after this. That's why my voice is a little, as you guys are aware now that I work very long hours. I work 8 to 6 on weekdays. Saturday and Sunday is off for me, which is when I utilize one of the days for filming. I try to distribute them so that I don't feel overwhelmed, and so far I am on the right track because I'm enjoying doing what I do. I enjoy filming the perfumes I currently have. Some I've added to the collection. I always let you guys know the new perfumes I purchase, but this episode is totally about the vanilla perfumes I like. Vanilla perfumes are something I adore, especially if they are slightly more complex, slightly different from others. Yes, I do enjoy my regular, very uncomplicated vanillas as well, but most of the time I do need a little bit of that je ne sais quoi in my vanilla perfumes to actually enjoy them fully. And going forward, I will not purchase any basic vanillas unless I'm planning to use it before bedtime. Instead, invest in perfumes that actually smell sophisticated. I'm going to start with the first one, which is a quite expensive one, and I'm being very honest with you. I was sent this as PR a very, very long time ago. I have used not too much of it, but whenever I've used it, I have thoroughly enjoyed it. The only thing is that I don't usually gravitate towards slightly mature smelling vanillas. Note Vanille by Micallef. Micallef perfumes are something I have an attachment to because they were one of the first brands who sent me PR. For a small creator like me, it is a very big deal when niche brands actually send across perfumes to me, and they were the first few people who actually trusted me with the Ylang in Gold, which of course is a cult classic. And then they had sent me Note Vanille, and there was another one. And they did send me a couple of masculine fragrance as well, which I've reviewed in the past. Now, let me start with this one. This is going to cost you a pretty penny. It's around $280 for 100 ml. The top notes are mandarin, orange and citruses. In the middle you have jasmine, and in the base you have vanilla, rum, amber and sandalwood. The name itself is Note Vanille, which sets the stage for how this perfume smells like. It's a very modern classic vanilla perfume. Does it smell a little dated? Yes, it does. But again, Micallef perfumes are very classic perfumes. They all smell very, very classic. Whether it's a masculine one or a feminine one, they all have this vintage vibe to it. Note Vanille smells like how makeup used to smell like, vintage makeup used to smell like, when they had this vanilla in it. But it also had something very cooling and nice powdery. In this, I don't really smell it note by note, right? All I can say is that it is a very smooth vanilla. I get a lot of sandalwood in this, a lot of vanilla, but that cooling nature, I don't know where it's coming from, because it can't just be the citruses and your jasmine. There's definitely something in here, slightly medicinal, but not like the camphorous medicine, which comes through aromatics. But it does have something that adds this cooling vibe. If that note was not in this perfume, I am going to just say that maybe it's a secret note or something. So this is definitely a very sandalwood, musk and amber heavy vanilla, but it leans a little vintage makeup like, but also smells a little modern despite it being vintage. I know I use this word a lot, vintage modern, because it smells timeless to me instead of smelling mature or old. Like, you know, Chanel No. 5, that is a classic perfume which smells very, very dated. This, on the other hand, smells timeless. Whenever you wear it, I will still like this perfume because it is timeless. It almost smells like an expensive cashmere sweater. And yes, again, in this, you have this old money vibe. It smells very, very not trying too hard, but smelling good. It's very difficult to describe this perfume, especially that cooling note. While it does have your beautiful citrus opening with your musk, vanilla and your sandalwood, there's something going on in here that I can't describe. The jasmine in this is very non-indolic. Everything is very light, airy and classic. I would definitely say that this leans heavily feminine, because of that powderiness, because of that vintage feminine vibe, because of that makeup vibe, I would say it would probably not be very suitable for on a man unless they use it for layering. My rating for this, I would give it an 8.5 out of 10. It's gorgeous, but can I live without it? Yes, I can, but I will miss it for sure. 8.5 is a good rating for it. I would wear this in the evenings in cooler weather, daytime maybe as well in fall. I would still like to wear this like in an intimate situation, a date. It's a very wife kind of perfume. I don't know how to say this, but it does not smell like something you use to seduce a person. This is something you already have someone and you are offering them love, support and comfort. The person I would choose for this would be Audrey Hepburn. I know her perfume is very lantidy, but sometimes I think she would want to wear this. The next perfume is Eilish, Billie Eilish #1, and this is your medicinal vanilla. So this one opens very camphorous, very medicinal, and this is the part where some people might not enjoy this perfume because this is not an edible vanilla. This is a nuanced vanilla. This has got 4.15 on Fragrantica. The opening notes are sugar, red berries and mandarin orange. While I can smell them, they're there somewhere in the background of your aromatic vanilla or that camphorous vanilla. In the middle, you have vanilla, cacao, spicy notes and rose. And in the base, you have tonka bean, amber, musk and woody notes. I would say those opening fruits, your mandarin, the spicy notes, the rose and the woody notes are all there in the background with the prominence of vanilla in the front along with those medicinal camphorous notes. Spicy, camphorous, chocolate vanilla, that makes this perfume interesting. Although I feel this is best suited for winter, I personally cannot even imagine wearing it during Dubai summers because it's really hot, but it keeps calling me back. It keeps calling me back to it. I know there are a lot of Middle Eastern counterparts for it as well, because you have your Latafa Nebras, which was like one of the most sold perfumes of Latafa. Paris Corner has Sweet Surrender, which is a milder version of this perfume, a more wearable for day to day. And then Maison Asrar also had Soiree. This is definitely a unisex perfume. I feel like Billie Eilish, all the perfumes are very unisex. I would say this is unisex leaning slightly feminine. This would get a rating of 7.5 out of 10 for me. Beautiful unique vanilla. Like when I say this keeps calling me back to it, I mean it. It's one of those perfumes that I can't get sick and tired of. In my part 2 of this series, I had said how devotion made me a little sick and I come back to it, but I come back to it after months and months. This one, like sometimes I just feel like spraying this on myself just to feel that, have this perfume and wear it just because it keeps calling me. There's something very seductive and attractive about it. The next one in my collection is something I picked up recently because I had the little 10 ml, and that's the Kayali Silk Santal. This is from her wedding collection. Mona had worn this on her wedding and her husband had worn the Santal, velvet Santal, yeah, and hers was the Silk Santal. This is probably my favorite praline vanilla. On Fragrantica, it's got 4.24. The opening notes are champagne, freesia and blackcurrant. It does open like a very bubbly champagne, but with this vanilla and praline always existing in it. Latafa did a pretty good, the Kingdom Women, the schmoop for this one, and that one lasts a little longer also, to be honest with you. This one does not last all that long, but this has this bubbly airiness in the opening that's missing from the Latafa version. The opening is it sets the stage for the perfume. So you have that champagne, the beautiful blackcurrant and freesia. It just like sets, like again I'm saying the same thing, that it sets the stage. Then comes your vanilla, your creamy notes of sandalwood, your musk. The florals are as well done in this non-indolic, very airy. It smells like a daytime wedding in a garden. It's so pretty. Finally, in the base, you have that very creamy sandalwood along with your vanilla and amber and your musk. I don't know how to describe this perfume without sounding cheesy, because it smells like the white dress of a wedding. But instead of having the bride wear this, I would rather the bridesmaids wear this, because it will not overshadow the perfume of the bride herself. That's how I feel about this perfume. Because it does not last too long and doesn't project like crazy, I do feel like if you're a bride, you would probably have to touch this perfume up every hour or so just to stay prominent. And as a bride, at least in the Middle East, we need to be the best smelling person in the room. So I do feel this is a very bridesmaids kind of perfume. There are a lot of Middle East counterparts for this perfume. You have your Paris Corner, Hair Felicity, and your Kingdom, Latafa Kingdom for women. Hair Felicity, very close to this one, but barely lasts. Latafa Kingdom is Kingdom Women is very close, but it's too heavy on the praline, so it does not smell fresh and airy. It smells more dense. Guys, I think I'm tired. I should not do so many videos in one day because now my words are slurring and I'm not being able to focus. But I'll try to finish this video because I think I have only 2 perfumes left from the range. Anyways, very, very intimate, very feminine. I cannot see a guy wearing this. It does have a little vibe like Hypnotic Poison, but not really, but it kind of reminds me of that perfume. Hypnotic Poison being one of my favorite perfumes, all-time favorite perfumes, you know, signature worthy, going somewhere in that direction. If it had the longevity, if it had a crazy longevity. Recently, basically, when I bought this perfume, I got a sample of something called Silk Santal Intense. And to be honest with you, I still prefer this one. But I've not tried that enough or well enough to judge it. And probably if it's released, I'll get that as well, just because I like this perfume a lot. Now, despite of it being very weak in longevity and projection, I still use it. I still like it. But yeah, this bottle is going to finish so fast, and this is a 50 ml bottle, which cost me a pretty penny. My rating for this is a 9 out of 10. The only reason I've given it a 9 instead of a full 10 is because of its longevity problem. Otherwise, it's a gorgeous, gorgeous scent. If you like vanillas, what am I doing? If you like vanillas, you will like this perfume. If you like sandalwood perfumes, you'll like this perfume. If you like praline fragrances, you'll like this perfume for sure. And the person I thought of was, of course, Mona Katan on her wedding in her white dress, because she created this perfume for herself, and there's no other image that's like, no other image comes to mind. You know what I mean? It's her. Now the next perfume is by Lalique. This is Lalique Le Parfum, and this is also one of my favorite vanilla perfumes because it's so different from any vanillas that you have smelled. This is a super aromatic vanilla, but not the kind of aromatic you're thinking. This has the bay leaf in it. Bay leaf. I never thought I would say this. Love it in a perfume. Plus it retails for only like $35 or so. I have the 50 ml bottle. Next time I'll go for the bigger one because I do need to use this a lot, because again, this one does not last that long. Top notes are West Indian bay, pink pepper and bergamot. In the middle you have heliotrope, almond and jasmine, and in the base you have vanilla, tonka bean, sandalwood and patchouli. Honestly, think of the vanilla, tonka, sandalwood and patchouli setting the stage. The whole base is that, and then you have your bay leaf and pink pepper along with that bergamot, which adds a coldness to this perfume. It smells a little foresty as well, but I don't want to like step into the forest too deep, you know, it's just in the outskirts, but it has a lot of aromatic plants. It's a strange perfume. It's strange, but in the nicest way possible. It's mysterious, it's unique. It's nothing I've smelled before, and I enjoy that. I enjoy perfumes that smell very, very different. This is probably like the most non-gourmand perfume in my collection. You can smell the vanilla very clearly, but it's not sweet, first off. It's like a dry vanilla, and it's like setting the base, you know. And then you have your beautiful aromatics, like the pepper, the bay leaf. It's just doing this magic. Somebody had suggested this perfume to me a long time ago on my channel here on YT. And I appreciate you because I enjoy this perfume so much. I've already finished like quite a bit of this, and I know that this one is going to go off. I mean, I'm going to end up using it all up because it does not last too long, and because I like it so much that I'll keep spraying it on myself. This is a very good perfume to wear at the office as well, by the way. It almost smells sterile. I know that when you use the word sterile, it's not like in the best, it doesn't sound the best, but in this case, it's smelling very, very good. For people who hate the word sterile because of Baccarat Rouge, it's not that sterile at all. It's not like your dental clinic, but still it has that freshness, that sterile freshness that makes you feel clean after you take a shower in the summer especially. And if you spray this perfume on yourself, on your body, which is slightly warm, oh my God. First of all, the cooling nature, plus like that dry vanilla, that non-sweet vanilla, so stunning. I absolutely adore it. And just because the price tag is like so decent, I don't mind it not lasting too long. I mind perfumes not lasting too long when they're very, very expensive. Then it makes no sense to me that I'm spending that much money and then I'm not getting the value for it as well. But a perfume that's this reasonably priced, like I know this one was not even $35 for me, it was less, but this is a 50 ml. And I'll just keep buying it again and again and again. And I will use it again and again and again. Unisex, by the way, a guy can pull this off, easy peasy. Some women might even find it slightly masculine, but I don't find it masculine at all. I think it's perfectly unisex. I don't know any Middle Eastern counterparts for this. I think suitable for all weather. In summer, you just have to be careful of how much sprays you use. Maybe don't go heavy-handed on this one during summer. Otherwise, it's fine. I can use it during daytime. I can wear it at night. I can wear it for breakfast. It'll adapt to whatever clothes you wear, how you want to portray yourself. It's going to adapt to your style and personality. I will give this a 9 out of 10. I like it so much. Not 10 out of 10 just because of the longevity issues. Now, last but not the least is a perfume which is very, very old. I still have it in my collection. Once it gets over, I'll purchase it again. That's a Silhouette by Christian Siriano. I hate this bottle. I hate this bottle because when you lift it up, you can't lift it up. The perfume is so oddly shaped that this has to go at the back of your cupboard, right? But when you try to take it, it does not. It just falls off, you know. And no matter how hard I try, oh no, wait, it did. Okay, my bad. You're supposed to press it really, really hard. So now it's fine, you know. And the bottle, I guess it's supposed to be a gown, which Christian Siriano is very good at. I love his gowns. They're very traditional, but I like them. And the bottle on the screen is looking very, very pretty, but honestly, I hate it. I hate the bottle so much. Plus, it's chipping from everywhere because it has so many edges, you know. And any bottle that has so much of edges, plus the coating itself is very cheaply done. I can say all this now because I work at Khadlaj and I know how production goes and the quality control and everything we have to do. So I can say the quality control was not so good on this one, but the perfume, oh my word, so good. So good. This is again like a wife perfume, I call it, because it is something that you're not trying to attract a man, but you're trying to keep the man. The price is also not so expensive because I know when it was released it was pricey, but now everywhere it's not that expensive. On Fragrantica, it's got 4.31, which is a lot, right? I think I got it for $50. I think I got this for $50 for 100 ml. The top notes are blackcurrant, mandarin, orange, green apple, grapefruit, and green notes. In the middle, you have jasmine, freesia, and rose. And in the base, you have tonka, amber, musk, siam, benzoin, ambret, and oak moss. How I can describe this perfume is that it's a soft, fruity floral with a whole lot of gourmand notes. While only benzoin is listed over here as opposed to vanilla, this is a very vanillic perfume. I will not believe it if somebody says there's no vanilla in this perfume. Whatever sort of vanilla there is, yeah. What's less in this perfume is the amber and musk, which is like listed a lot, but I feel like this perfume is more of a light, fruity, floral, vanillic perfume with hints of musk, amber, and this very, very airy oak moss, which grounds the perfume, keeps it earthy, but also somehow keeps it fresh. It's one of those almost, 2000s kind of perfume when Britney Spears released her perfume and everything, where these fruity floral gourmands were in trend. And this is like the best out of them, out of that entire collection of all those haute couture and your I know a lot of VS perfumes were there, and your Britney Spears and a lot of other celebrity perfumes. This to me stands the test of time. This is something finishes, purchase, finish, purchase. This is one of those in my collection. Again, the downside of all these old perfumes does not last too long. I would say this one just lasts 4 hours or so. Keep spraying it again and again and again. But again, I don't mind because it was not that expensive. I'm saying $50 max. I think it was even cheaper because you can buy this from the smaller shops and everything, and it's like they're just trying to get rid of the stock or something. And I always find it at a very good price. You know, when it completely dries down, that's when you start smelling the tonka. It's like quite prominent as well once it like completely dries down. This is one of those perfumes that is nostalgic. It reminds me of the days when I was in school and we were all trying, the girls would like spray like nice perfumes to impress each other. It's youthful but not juvenile. The fruits and florals are done in such moderation that nothing sticks out and nothing overwhelms you. It's just such a pleasant, smooth perfume. I'll give this an 8 out of 10 just because, of course, that it's a dated perfume. First of all, and because it doesn't last, I've removed 2 points. I say this is feminine. You can wear it during winter, cooler months, fall, winter. And there's something very comforting about it. And because it is like a little like dated, yeah, I would give this to Emily Blunt as Mary Poppins. Yeah, there's something maternal about it, but also fun. So I'm finally done with my vanilla marathon. So I did part 1, part 2, part 3. If you've missed any of them, it's there on my YouTube channel. I'm making sure I'm making shorts of the same videos as well for people who don't have time. It's a huge, trust me, effort from my side to actually film the same thing twice because I don't get that many views on either or. But it is, again, I'm telling you guys, I'm doing this out of my love for perfumes, my love for people who share this passion, who like to talk about perfumes and discuss perfumes. And while it is futile for me to make the same long and short, I don't mind doing this just because I like to, and I don't care if I don't get much views. Anyways, the algorithm as well is confused now because, and I was expecting this, right? Because all this while I was doing Middle Eastern perfume, now suddenly I'm doing Western perfumes. So the algo is like kooky and it's like, what's going on, Sam? And it's not giving me as many views as I would like to think. For everybody who's supporting my channel for the sake of algorithm, thank you so much. I know a lot of you all rewatch my videos. A lot of you make sure you watch like the ads and everything so that I earn some revenue from the channel. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate you guys. You have no idea, each and every person over here. Like I said before, there's no point of me having this channel otherwise. Like there's literally no point because I spend more money than I earn to make the videos. I'm paying a person to edit my videos because I literally don't have time. I have to purchase all the perfumes. There's no PR. This one PR I had was ages ago when I was actively doing PRs as well. Maybe after a while I will start getting PRs from maybe designer brands or hopefully niche brands. As of now, I don't foresee it in the near future, especially with the situation in Dubai right now. So trust me when I say the only reason I do this is because it's my passion. I like to. Somehow it makes me feel good. If you see part 1 of this series, you will know how my mood was. And then coming to part 3, although I'm tired, I feel better talking. I just feel better discussing perfumes because I like doing it so much. So thank you to everybody who stuck around despite of me disappearing, going AWOL, coming back, not doing the Middle Eastern perfumes that you guys actually subscribe my channel to watch. For everybody who stuck around and are being my friends, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.